All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Zach, and welcome to another uh, live stream for Stardew Valley. So, wow, we are going to be making a lot more progress today. We're probably not going to be making too much, but I am hoping that we will be making some additional progress for the artifacts, for the fish, and for the minerals. Today is gonna be a little bit of an average live stream. We will likely not be doing. We will likely not be doing any trips to a Ginger Island today, but we're probably gonna be doing some preparation for that. Thank you for the gold bar, Clint. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of preparation for our trip to Ginger Island, and what we're gonna be doing throughout this live stream is we're gonna try and get all of our gear to gold level, and we're also going to be getting something I didn't even know existed, which is a gold scythe for found in the quarry mine. Beyond that, what we're going to do is take some time to really just prepare and get some much needed things done. So one things we're gonna be doing is it's just gonna be more so of an average thing, but I do want to make some preparations for a little expansion to my farm. I want to kind of change up how my farm is set up, and I want to start to transition to using iridium sprinklers for all of my crops instead of just here it is. I want to transition to iridium sprinklers for all my crops instead of just the standard quality sprinklers. So that is more or less what I'm going to try and do today. This stream may be a bit of a slower stream, but I do think it is necessary nonetheless. Here it is. We do have enough for a new thing, but we're gonna hold off on oh god, I can't think. My brain is fried right now. We are gonna hold off on going I will be honest here, I completely lost my train of thought and I completely forgot what I was gonna say. What I will say, even though it's not exactly what I had planned, was going to initially say, is that we're gonna hold off on going to Ginger Island until I feel like that we are ready. Because the mobs in Ginger Island is actually fairly difficult, and I want to make sure that I am prepared for each trip. So one of the things that I'm going to do is essentially I'm actually going to try and make sure that every single time I go into Ginger Island to farm, we will be going there with like 30 plates of spaghetti so that we can actually survive for a long period of time. I don't want my first death to be in Ginger Island, and I would prefer, if possible, to have a deathless run. Something else I will say is, when I do die, if I do die in the mine, I will actually be be quitting to the main menu so that the death doesn't count. And it's really kind of a waste of time to go through the death process because you actually lose your materials and you lose some money for that. So it's actually better if you do die in a mine, which die is really just losing consciousness. It's really better that you just quit to the main menu and just restart the day rather than just go through the process of waking up in Harvey's shop and essentially losing all your progress. So we are just about done here. What we are going to do, let me check my friendship. Vincent has 2 gifts. Oh, it's Sunday, so everyone is reset. Oh, wait. I think the way to get us over to your mine, I need to remember this because when these wines are finished, I need to let it sit for another 14 days. So I need to remember to do that. Yeah, let's go south. I'm actually gonna try and do a couple things every single day, and one of the things we're gonna be doing is one of the things we're gonna be doing is going south to the forest, and essentially keep trying to look around for uh, worm spots. So worms can only be found on this area here, like on patches of brown. The thing we're looking for is elvish jewelry. So we're gonna be following Vincent around until he gets to where he needs to go. In fact, I actually need to process a geode. He's probably gonna go to the library right now, so we'll just meet him there. Got an artifact that we already have, that's great, I guess. Guess he isn't going to the library. You going to the beach? Did I raise him up by any? Ooh, he is almost maxed out. Okay, so one of the things that I want to do before Willie closes is I want to get stocked up on bait and bobbers. Okay, so let's hurry up and we will go to Piers real quick and we'll give him a fruit. He is a really hard character to satisfy. He dislikes so much stuff. So, I actually kind of screwed up and I gave him something he hated because I misread the Stardew Valley wiki. For those curious, people may think that consulting the wiki is actually a pretty cheap thing to do. Some people may just think it's better to just figure this stuff out for yourself, but I value efficiency over anything else. So if I have to resort to the guide, I will resort to a guide. I don't really consider this to be a bad thing. I honestly kind of think it's somewhat smart. But I do understand the criticism and people thinking it may be cheap to constantly refer to a guide, but it's honestly kind of smart to actually do this. This is considered to be an RPG or RPG-like. There's a lot of elements to that. There's a lot of mechanics that is not explained in the game. So people, like especially like for fish, you want to be able to tell whether a fish is spawns during the day or during the night, unless you actually take the time to learn what the fish's patterns are. Unless you actually take the time to consult the wiki and learn what the fish's patterns are. Like one of the fishes I want to get today, or in the stream I should say, is the super cucumber. That fish is only found in the summer from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. If you were playing blindly and you were just trying to find the super cucumber on your own without consulting the guide, you may be fishing here all day not knowing that the super cucumber is only found at nighttime. So I honestly think it's actually preferable to actually consult a guide, but it's something that I wanted to address because I feel like people may just get tired or turned off whenever they see me just looking at my computer, just looking something up. But honestly, I think it's actually kind of smart to do this type of thing. I would honestly kind of consult the wiki for most RPGs I play. I actually consulted the wiki a couple times for Skyrim, when I played Skyrim, and really I consulted the wiki for Skyrim just to find a list of quests because of how I was playing it, where every single time I got to a new hold, I did all the side quests before I went to the main story mission, that type of thing. So I honestly think that consulting the wiki is actually perfectly acceptable. I do understand the criticism people may have with it. Got a crackfish. Hey, we got a super cucumber. Okay, we made some progress now. We can officially say that we made progress for 100% completion. We got something done. Now, if only we can catch the crimson fish. I was honestly, excuse me. I was honestly a little bit worried that the super cucumber was not able to be caught at this dock. I thought it would only be able to be caught where Willie's fishes, that dock. But I'm glad I was able to catch it. We're gonna be fishing till now. We need to sort through our inventory a little bit. And go for one more fish. It's another super cucumber. Yep, another super cucumber. More bait. Let's head back. So we were not able to catch the crimson fish today. All the legendary fish are incredibly difficult to catch, but we will be catching them all eventually. Supposedly fishing gets easier the more you do it. It's just, I imagine it's probably easier to fish on PC rather than on Xbox. And on Xbox, you fish by pressing or holding the X button. So, you really need to be smart in how you manage it, but you also need to be fast and reactive. That's something I honestly kind of have issues doing, where sometimes when I try and fish, I'm not able to catch up with them. It's really like the crackfish, as I like to call them, that gives me trouble. The crackfish are really kind of a nightmare to me. I was curious, the reason why I call them the crackfish is because of how they just go like up and down crazy fast, as if they're like high on crack. That's why I call them the crackfish. And maybe like kind of inappropriate to some people, but it's just what I call them. I do feel like that some of the fish is just really annoying to try and catch. Yeah, let's go to bed. Tomorrow, I realized I forgot to check the greenhouse. Tomorrow we'll go ahead and check it. You're also going to sort through our inventory a little bit. We're going to put away our fiber, our amethyst. We're going to be putting away our gold, silver bars, our warp totems. What else? We're gonna be putting away our bombs. I thought I had a spot for cookies. Maybe it's in another chest. Oh. And I think that will be it. Unless, do I have a spot for quality fertilizer? I do not. Yeah, we're probably going to put quality fertilizer in the chest outside. We have blueberries and hops. really just trying to spend more time smelting silver because I don't actually have that much silver, so. I know I have a spot for this pot thing. Here it is. You will also take this ancient fruit wine, we'll sell it since we can't actually put it back in the keg. We should probably check the fortune real quick. Because I kind of would like to get some mining done. We're probably going to be going to floor 80 to 100, just around that area, just to try and get more Omni Geodes. Because I would like to be able to make some progress on getting the minerals today. And we could go mining. We could go mining. Neutral just means that we have about the average chance to find gems. That's all luck really does, is it gives you a higher chance to find gems. In theory, like, we could go mining on unlucky days, because that just means that we have like no chance to get gems. But I also don't quite know if luck factors into geo drop rates. It's possible it does, but it's also possible it doesn't. I need to check something. So we need 5 gold star ancient fruit. And we have how much? We have 2. Stop! Let me grab that shroom. Let's put this in, this in, this in. And let's just go ahead and go mining. We're gonna like forego the gifts for today. We have plenty of chances to give like gifts out to my to the people, so we'll just go mining. Probably should have taken the bus stop, but we're already almost there. I'm just gonna get rid of those agencies. Oh, I forgot to put the thing in the. Oh well, it's just not that much money. Not really worth it for the fabric, but oh well, not a big deal. In fact, that may be something I'll trash if space becomes an issue. save, we're just gonna go down another level. I'm getting a lot of stairs. I'm actually gonna linger on this for a little bit. I honestly thought that slime he dropped was actually something like a different type of slime because it looked different, at least when it dropped in the overworld. I'm really looking for geodes. That's like all I'm looking for. Let's just go down a level. I don't really care about ore, so that's not really what I'm focused on. I mean, it's nice when I get it, but I'm really just looking for geo, that's it. I think I got a crit from that. That's nice. I think that luck actually does affect drop rate of geodes because it doesn't seem like I'm getting that many. I think I'd be getting like a couple geodes by now, but we're just getting stone. I'm thinking that luck actually does impact drop rate of geodes, so maybe it's a bad idea to go for this now. Yeah, because we're not getting anything. I think we only got like one geode. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, we got one Omni Geode. Come on. How much health do you have? Something I want to say, because I just was kind of reminded of that. I want to apologize for the rage I had in yesterday's stream. That Trickmaster boss really upset me, and I kind of got more angry than I have been in a while. The Trickmaster boss always kind of gives me a lot of issues in every Kingdom Hearts playthrough. But fighting him on Proud was honestly probably the most difficult fight I've ever fought up until that point. I honestly kind of had an easier time against the guard armor and Dark Side than the Trickmaster boss in Kingdom Hearts. And it was really like the first experience I had where I actually kind of felt the difficulty for Proud. But yeah, I honestly think that the next The next boss that may give me trouble is the Cerberus fight, and I'm hoping that I will be better prepared, since I would have, at the very least, have completed, Deep Jungle, and will have access to Cure Magic and, a better Keyblade. I am unsure, though. I am unsure, though, if this will actually be an effective strategy, because it could be possible that I won't have enough magic to be able to utilize the cure. Oh shit, I'm actually running out of time. I'm gonna leave. It could be possible that I don't have enough magic to be able to utilize the cure magic, the cure, but it's something that I am going to try and do. And we'll see if it helps. I was honestly kind of embarrassed that I died to a Blue Rhapsody in that last when I was doing the Coliseum thing, because that's something that took me by surprise. I was honestly not expecting that. Blue Rhapsody is honestly kind of considered to be one of the easiest enemies to fight. Most of those mage enemies, they don't really have that much health, so they usually go down like a couple hits. On Proud difficulty, I noticed that they're actually kind of beefy, and it could also be because I chose a shield at the start of the game, which gave me like a increased bonus in attack. But it was still like surprising to me how I was kind of having issues with those enemies. It's not like that they were difficult. It's that I literally just couldn't take like many hits. Because I had 3 hits and I'm just dead. I'm Proud, even with the defense bonus I have. Oh, something I should probably mention. I'm actually gonna show this off at the beginning, at the next day, like in the morning, like right now. I actually pre-ordered something. I pre-ordered Hogwarts Legacy. It's already pre-installed on my Xbox. I have not played a Harry Potter game since the PS2 versions on Harry Potter, Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire, like all those like PS2 games. I've not played like a Harry Potter game since then. But from what I have seen of the Harry Potter games, from what I've seen of the gameplay, I should say, of the Harry Potter games, not Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy, I should say, I'm honestly like very impressed with what I've seen. It's just like, it's kind of crazy to me just how much they're actually doing. And a lot of it's honestly, the game has kind of gotten a lot of flack recently because of the controversy surrounding J.K. Rowling. But I feel it is unfair to criticize a game based on the action of someone who really has no hand in the development of the game. Like, she's not telling them, hey, you should do this, this, and this. The game is just inspired off of her series. She's not like leading the development. And the main criticism that is circulating J.K. Rowling, in case you haven't noticed, is I think that she has either posted homophobic remarks on Twitter, or she had posted anti-trans remarks on Twitter. And it is those remarks that has gotten her to so many... It's gotten her so much hate, and it's just kind of one of the things where you need to really be careful what you say on the internet. Because what you say can really bite you on the ass. That's why I'm like, whenever I say something that I feel like is controversial, I often have to address it and apologize because especially considering that I'm hoping to be a writer for a video game company, and presumably I will be able to use this channel as a platform to advertise like games I'm working on or that I am a part of the development. I don't want my words to be responsible for creating like an incident like later down the line. Like an example is recently when I was playing Far Cry Primal. I'm not even sure in that game. Recently when I played Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, I said something that I later felt could be viewed as me being for slavery, or could be me just saying things that are supportive or like for racism, I guess you could say. And I didn't want people to look at that and say, oh, and think, oh, this guy's racist, because that's something that that's something that I'm just simply not. But at the same time, I don't want it to be a problem later down the line where people will just see this, like on YouTube, and just think that I'm somebody that I'm not. For those curious, there's like two things that I hate above all else. One of them is racism, and one of them is sexism. A lot of people, when they say that I'm like the least racist person you ever met, that's usually indicative that they're actually the most racist person you'll ever meet. But when I say that, I legitimately mean that. Whenever I see someone, like either on movies or TV, that just says something blatantly racist, it makes me want to like choke him out. If you just hate someone because of the color of their skin, if you hate someone because it's simply some sort of deep-seated prejudice that has been instilled on you from like a young age, then that's just something that I really can't abide by. But so whenever I say something that I feel like may be viewed as being like racist, I have to like make an amendment and say, hey, I did not mean it this way. But the whole point of this is the controversy surrounding, like, there's actually been some people that say, oh, we should boycott Hogwarts Legacy because it's something that J.K. Rowling said. You shouldn't. I really hate it when people do this. It's one thing to like boycott something that is like, there's some people that are saying, oh, you should boycott like Last of Us Part 2 because, oh, they killed my favorite character. That one I can kind of understand because developers made a choice to do that. But for a situation where, say, J.K. Rowling literally has no say in whether or not, like, in the development of a game that's inspired by her series, that's really something that I can't abide by. Because it's not fair to judge a game, to criticize a game, based on something that really had no factor in. If J.K. Rowling actually had a role in developing this game, if she wrote the storyline for this game, and she actually did some like a voice of like political opinions for this game, and maybe she has like a trans character that does this weird thing, then yeah, maybe that would be more appropriate of criticism. But she literally had no hand in developing this game. She did not write the story. I would be very surprised if she even has a single bit of understanding of game design. I would maybe consider that the fact that she I would maybe consider the fact that she may have some talent as an artist. Because there's actually some writers out there that actually do the concept art for their games. But I would not be willing to bet that she has like any understanding of game design. Because that's just something that most writers just really don't give a shit about. So it's just really kind of unfair for people to just say, "Oh, boycott like Hogwarts Legacy" because of something that really had no factor in the development. But from what I have seen of the gameplay, going back onto the game itself, I was really impressed. The game just looks phenomenal. And the one thing that I am a little bit concerned about is really the combat system. And from what I have seen, you can actually, the spells you cast is really indicative of the type of, like, some of the magicians or wizards or whatever you face. They essentially can cast barriers that are color-coded that let you know that, hey, you need to cast this spell in order to break through the barrier. So you can't just spam the same spell over and over again and get kills. But, we're not gonna go mining today, we're gonna go fishing, by the way. But it's just, there are people out there, okay, we're gonna leave this in. There are people out there who was just like willing to like see fire when there isn't, but I don't really think that there is cause to do that for this game. And again, my only criticism was actually my only criticism was actually God, I can't think. I literally just had a brain fart. My only criticism is combat, and that's really just me just wondering if it's just like too complicated. But honestly, if just a random gamer can figure it out, then I'm sure I can too. And this random gamer, by the way, is actually a couple of YouTubers actually had early access to it. But honestly, I was really impressed with what I saw, and I was more so impressed with how faithful it is to the actual books, the original books. I was really kind of impressed. The only thing that I am kind of a little bit worried about, like, is how they're gonna handle the classes. Because if they were to handle it, like, say, okay, we got nothing new. If they were to handle it, like, say, Pokemon Violet. Oh, that's actually something new. If they were to handle it, like, say, Pokemon Violet, where the classes are maybe, like, a minute, 2 minutes long, and it's really just based on common knowledge, then I wouldn't really have a problem with that. But if they make the classes actually kind of feel like a class, I guess, it's just kind of a slog to get through, then I will kind of have a problem with that, because it will kind of make it a little bit of a boring experience, if I'm going to be honest. I can only hope that they just kind of that it's all around like a really enjoyable experience, and that it doesn't really have too many things that I would honestly dislike. But it's possible that one day in the future I may stream this game. And I'm honestly kind of really excited for that to happen. If this is a game that I end up abandoning, I should say, because all the games I cover on my channel are games I banned for one reason or another. However, I'm going to give it the old college try. I'm going to try like 100% on my own. If I find myself that I can't actually, if I just kind of give up or just lose interest in it, then yeah, I'll go and stream one of these days. I also kind of wanted to discuss something that I kind of have a problem with, which I didn't really have a problem with initially. And that was actually my comments on the Saints Row game, the remake. I didn't realize this was a problem because I wasn't really thinking too critically. I was only basing it on what I played. But I do acknowledge that there is a problem with how the game just kind of handles itself at the end, where the characters are really, like, the protagonists are just not really that impressive. And it just kind of is a far cry from the OG characters of the original series. And I was also kind of disappointed with how they handled the conclusion for some of the bosses. I will say that the Marshal was actually something I liked. But I felt like that the other two were just kind of a bit disappointing, I guess I'll say. And it's really the thing that I was disappointed with was how the, what's that thing called? The, Panteros ended, but it seems like that is trying, the game tries hard to make sure that it is connected, or it's has some connections to the Saints Row games, but it's also different in a way. And I feel like it is kind of more similar to Saints Row the Third or Saints Row 4 than it is to Saints Row 1 and 2, which is actually what fans have been wanting the game to return to. The problem I guess people really have with this game is people are expecting this game to have like the badass feeling Saints Row 1 and 2. Like, people keep on making a comparison to the badass scene of Johnny Gat and your character essentially bearing a what's that game called? It the Japanese, the Ronin, like a Ronin soldier or Ronin gang member, burying him alive. And that's the scene that people just often quote as being like peak Saints Row. Oh, I got it! I got it! Yes! Woo! Oh, I had to be quiet there. Fuck! Ha ha! Gotcha! Woo! Ha ha, motherfucker! I had to be like radio silence there. Holy shit, that was awesome. I'm actually gonna save this legendary fish. Eventually I'm gonna build fish ponds. I'm actually gonna store the legendary fish in this fish pond. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. We almost had the first 3 rows filled. Oh my god. That is awesome. Caught my first legendary fish. How about that? I really had to go like freaking just radio silence there. So happy. So there's actually, I think there are 8 legendary fish in the game. There's like the original 4, but there's also like the super versions of it. Like I think the super version of the Crimson Fish is actually called the Son of Crimson Fish. I don't know if they're harder fish to catch, but it is something to be aware of. I'm so happy. Sorry for screaming. I was just so freaking happy I actually got that. I'm actually kind of curious. I just want to see like how much money I had. That's what I was curious about. Actually getting close to having the maximum amount of sap, so it's something to be aware of. That's one of the things that I definitely need to try and be mindful of. I do actually lower the general volume of my streams when I'm editing them for YouTube. I usually set it to like -6. But something that I need to be aware of is those moments when I'm screaming because I'm so happy that I like got it, like I did just then. Or those moments when I'm screaming when I encounter something bullshit that happened, like when I got mad at the Trickmaster boss yesterday. I need to be mindful that even though I generally decrease the volume of my streams to prepare them for YouTube, that they're still fairly loud on video. That's just something I need to be mindful of. I cannot believe I screamed that. It's just, I was just so happy because I just got my first legendary fish. I just wasn't thinking, I just, for a brief moment, I forgot that I was live streaming. It's just one of those things. Oh, it just shit happens, shit happens. But that was one of the things that I labeled like on YouTube. It, like on my channel bio on YouTube, is I said that I give like genuine reactions. was actually kind of indicative of that. That was a genuine reaction. Did I not pick up the eggs? I thought I did. So something I am going to do is I want to see like what the next fish is. Angler is found in the fall, so we can't get that just yet. Is there any other fish that we can get? In the summer, I should say. Ice Pip is found in the mines at level 60, so we could get that. Lava Eel is found in level 100 of the mine, so we could get that. A legend is found in the mountain lake, but only in spring and only in rain. We have to remember that for spring we can catch a big one. Scorpion carp is found in the desert 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Yeah, a couple options. Got some things we can do. I think what we're gonna focus on first is getting the Ice Pip and the Lava Eel. But first things first, let's go ahead and we will head into town. We'll process these geos. Maybe we'll get something new, maybe we won't. And then we'll actually go ahead and give our usual gifts. We have, yes. Is that new? Maybe. Oh, that's nice. We got some iridium ore. I think the salt may be new. Nope, that is old. Okay, so I'm actually gonna be while we're here. So when Vincent settles, and we're going to give him a gift. Then we'll go ahead and go to Pierre, we'll give him a fruit. Then we'll go to the mines. Actually, before we go to the mines, there's one place I want to check. I want to check the sewers because I remember that I put some crab pots down there, so it's possible we may get some snails. I think snails can be found down here. You did not get snail. That's kind of unfortunate. I'm actually gonna clear some inventory space a little bit. We're gonna put away our newspaper, our broken CDs, and our glasses, and we will put the bait back in our ready rod. Now let's go to the minecart. We'll go to the mines. We'll go to floor 60 to hunt for an ice pip. We got crap. I'm assuming ice pips are fairly common in this spot. Imagine it may be the only fish you can catch here. I'll be surprised if there's more. Oh, we got a ghost fish. So I guess that's not the only fish you can find. Come on, give me an ice pip. The problem is with these mine things, and I noticed you have a higher... That was random. I'm actually legitimately curious. Oh, that's what that... I didn't even know there was a quest for that. So for those curious, Game Pass actually offers quests. And when you complete quests, you get points that you can use to buy like rewards cards or gold memberships or shit like that. And Stardew Valley is actually available for free on Games Pass, and it's actually been available for, I want to say, a year now. I feel like it's probably a game that's never gonna go away. There's a lot of EA titles been added, and I feel like that those are also titles that are not gonna go away because Xbox is partnered with EA. So Sims 4 is actually one of the games that's available on Game Pass, and it will probably remain available on Game Pass for a long time. But yeah, they do offer quests when you play games that are from Game Pass. They actually encourage you to play new games. And usually the quests I have are really easy quests to complete. Like, usually it's like, destroy like 15 enemies in this game. Clear a level. Like, things like that. Things that you can literally just complete like within an hour of playing it. And when you get these quests, when you complete these quests, they actually reward you with very small amount of points. But when you complete multiple quests, you actually get a chance of getting some neat rewards. Like oftentimes in the past, or before the Xbox Series X, or before I got a hold of the Series X, I should say. Or really before the Series X was even made. I would often try and win the sweepstakes for getting an Xbox One X, which is essentially like a higher version of an Xbox One that allows you to play it and play games in 4K, which at that time was really just awesome. Now people are just wanting to play in Ultra HD 10, so I guess 4K is yesterday's news. My TV is not an Ultra HD TV. I guess I'll just go ahead and say this is a 4K TV. So I'm not really playing Xbox Series X as optimally as I could. This is something else to be quiet for. Ice Pip? Yes, we got an Ice Pip. That was intense. I'm actually kind of curious. I don't know if I will be able to check, but yeah, I'm assuming I caught the Ghostfish by then because I would have to try to find it after I got the Super Cucumber. It? Honestly, a lot of the bombers haven't really impressed me. But I also think that the trap bobber may be like the better one of the ones available. I mean, it has a chance of slowing down fish that you're not currently catching, so in theory it makes catching fish easier. Okay, so let's see. Whoa, weakness is new. We haven't got one of these here. Or I did not know that those rippling water could actually spawn in the pond here. Okay, so what we're gonna probably be doing today is trying to catch the lava eel. Get out of my way, Chance! God, you stupid dog! There's one thing that I dislike in games is how oftentimes like NPCs or characters just act like a freaking brick wall. You can't get past it. It's honestly just very infuriating to me. Like, if you're gonna have like NPCs that just go on like a set path, don't program them to be walls that you can't walk through. I actually encounter that all the time in Disney Dreamlight Valley, where whenever I, like oftentimes, honestly I kind of find the most efficient way of leveling up your characters is to actually have, them, have them follow you so they get experience from your activities, and just focus on mining for gems, and whenever you get gems you give them to the God, I can't think. You give them to your partner, your follower. So that's just something that I've been finding helpful. But also, oftentimes, like, I have been having like my partners follow me, like, while I get the items they want for their loved item. And it's especially infuriating when I get kind of boxed in and I can't like leave like Remy's kitchen. And store you. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will actually we'll go to Willie's first, and then we'll go to the mines. And then we'll go to the monitor to catch that lava eel. So for those curious, catching every fish is actually required for 100% completion. It's also required for an achievement. That's why I'm taking the time to actually focus more on catching all the fish and for catching, for like getting all the minerals I finished the museum. This is not just something like to feed my OCD or whatever. It's actually required for 100%. And even if I, complete like Ginger Island right now, we won't be able to do everything in there for a while because it's also like the place where it checks for 100% completion. But what we can do is just try and get a jump on it, and when I feel like I am ready to go back to work on Ginger Island, and I'll go back to work on it. I think there are two more golden walnuts to be found in the mines. But also I need to progress to the end of the mines in order to get access to what's called the volcano caldera. I think that's what it's called. So it's just something that I need to work on, but the issue that I'm currently having is I don't have that much. I'm oftentimes like I get completely shredded, so when I do go there, I need to make sure that I stock up on a bunch of freaking food. I'm probably gonna buy something crazy like 30 plates of spaghetti. So yeah, it's just something that I need to be better prepared for. It's something else I want to do, and I may even get started on it soon. Is I want to start like upgrading my stuff. So one of the things I want to do is I want to actually get gold pickaxe to Iridium tier, and I think I have enough resources for that. But I also want to upgrade the steel watering can from silver to gold. Once I get that done, I think I'll be ready. Okay, how did a Joja Cola can survive in lava? That's what I want to know. How did trash survive in lava? How did a CD survive in lava? This makes no sense. I mean, I know it's a game, but still. And I know it's even more of a stretch for fish to be living here, but oh my god. Let's go back to Twitch. Are you stop? Like, who just throws their garbage? Oh my god, who would even be down at this level? There we go. Got it. Lava eel. I guess something I'm gonna work on next is actually the scorpion carp, but unfortunately, I think we've done like all I want to do for fishing, so. Let's just try and get some more minerals. Hey, we got a secret note. We just have one more left in the game. I found some good things by looking in the garbage cans on lucky days. Sometimes you'll find a dish of the day behind the saloon, usually fresh. For dessert, I'll check the Moner's can for cookies. For treasures, check the cans by the blacksmith and the museum. I had no idea that Lucky Days actually contribute factor the trash cans in, so I guess that's something to try. Hey, I guess we got lucky. I'm actually gonna mine this place out just to see if we can get some more geos. I think we're actually kind of running out of time, so I'll keep going until 6, which isn't really that long. So we got 4 Omni Geodes, and didn't I get some lava ones? Yes, 3 lava geodes. Tomorrow we will go to the desert and we will try and catch a scorpion fish. After we do our usual actually no. We'll have to go into town, never mind. Because we have some geos to process. I was gonna say we'll go to our usual activity of giving people their liked items, but remember that I already gave them their liked items for the week. I think we actually got the last of the hard event achievements last stream. At least I'm pretty sure we did, so I guess that's something to be happy about. We still have some things we need to do though, so I should go ahead and put the snail in the chest just to get it out of our inventory. And we will also put let's just go to bed. Because the stuff I want to put in the chest is actually inside. It is raining. Hey, Jason. You stupid dog, move! Unfortunately, this will be the last time we are going to be growing melons, so I'll just go ahead and sell these. Actually kind of curious about something. A melon, we have 26, so yay. and sell our blueberries. Blueberries is actually something that I was tempted to try and grow in the greenhouse, but I figured that an event specific crop is probably more valuable than something that can be bought in a tier store. So, but cranberries is also something that I was considering. At some point, I will need to look into the crops and make sure that if everything is actually I'm really just as efficient as I could be with my greenhouse. Oh, right, I just remembered. Yeah, we need dinosaur mayonnaise, that's right. I need to remember not to sell this. Oh, shit. That was honestly probably the worst misplace ever. I know that Edgar won't have any milk because I just milked him yesterday, so learning the pattern. At some point, I will need to. I'm actually going to be expanding south to expand on my farm, but I will need to. I also will need to expand a little bit to the west as well. Like after I expand south, expand west of that. Just so that I can actually brain just so I can build like another building or two. That's old, old, old. That's old, old, and old. Nothing new. So for those curious, I'm actually kind of holding off on getting a upgraded what's it called? Fuck. I'm holding off on getting an upgraded pickaxe a little bit later. I may actually do it tomorrow. Reason why I said fuck, because I forgot to put my milk in. Uh, put these in. And that's all I want to do. We could have put the tiger's eye in, I guess, but let's actually. We'll head to the town first, just to put this thing in the in the Treasure Mart. Oh God. Ugh! I always do this. Cause I had I keep on like when I'm drinking stuff. Oftentimes I have moments where I swallow more air than fluid. It always hurts my chest. Sunfish? Yep. Or sandfish, I should say. Sunfish is something else. I promise. Come on. Chill out, crackfish. Fish was giving me more trouble than what's it called, God, my brain is fried. The crimson fish. That's what it's called. I'm basically looking for artifact spots. There's a couple artifacts we can get in the desert. Is there seriously no artifact spots around here? Okay, well, let's just head back. Okay. I'm trying to think about what I want to do now. It's a fall and winter fish. We could try and catch a mutant carp. This is another legendary fish. Let's just try it. See what we can do. It's found in the sewers. It's weird how carp can be found swimming in the sewers. Yeah, apparently it has a 10%. There's no like special spot to catch a mutant carp, so be found anywhere. Oh, something else I should say. You can only catch one mutant carp per save file, so. Be nice if we could get 2 legendary fish in this game. That would just be incredible progress. And it's honestly like an achievement zone. I missed that. I wasn't actually looking at the game. It will honestly be an achievement on its own, just catching like 2 legendary fish, at least for me. Because I never caught any before. Apparently it's a 10% chance of encountering a mutant carp, so keep an eye out for it. I'm assuming that it'll be marked with the fish on the crown in the minigame. We're gonna keep fishing until 10. Apparently the mutant carp is actually easier than the crimson fish. That's actually kind of surprising. But we got another one. We got 2 legendary fish out of, I think, 8? Got 1, We got two. This is also a legendary fish. It's called the big one. It's only caught in spring and rainy weather. I think this is a legendary fish. This is a legendary fish. And I know there's also another one. And maybe this one right here. There's maybe actually 6 legendary fish in the game. So I was wrong. Slightly wrong, but oh well. So we actually, how much fish do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh. Go ahead and store the tiger's eye. Or my dad yelling at the TV. He's watching the Niner game right now. I really don't care about sports. It's just, it never really interested me. If you're a sports fan yourself, cool. But I really couldn't care less. Okay, let's grab our cheese. And we'll go to bed. Oh. Well, that's something I need to remove, but oh well. We'll do that tomorrow. So I think today we're kind of running out of fish to catch today, so I think today we're actually gonna start our preparation. Move, dog. I think today we're gonna start our preparation for I can't think. My brain. We're gonna start our preparation for our trip back into the mine. So we're gonna get 5 iridium bars to pay for an iridium pick. Looks like today it's gonna be the boatload of moolah day. I'm actually... I should probably like, check the list because there may still be fish we can try and catch in the summer. I need to check though. Hey, remember, don't take the corner one. Actually gonna leave some gaps in between just so I don't accidentally pick it up when I'm harvesting. Okay. Go ahead and harvest our crops. For the second to last time of this season. And we'll go ahead and tend to our animals and we'll head out. So we're currently an hour and 15 minutes into the stream. We're going to be streaming for another hour and 50 minutes. Hour and 50 minutes. We're going to be streaming for another hour. I mean. Why did I do that? And no, he doesn't produce milk. So for those curious, we may no, never mind. I was gonna say we may actually be able to complete, catch all the fish for the end of the season, but I was actually wrong. Before the end of the year, I should say. You actually need to catch the big one in spring. Okay, so let's, now that we have tended to our farm, let's head out to Clint, that's his name. Really bad names. That means that we can't go mining today. So what we may end up doing... I need to actually remind myself of what's coming up. I know that the mutant, the legend is only caught in spring and in the rain. The midnight carp is only caught in the fall and winter. When can the angler be caught? In the fall. Oh, it's actually one of the legendary fish. Okay, so that's actually something we can catch next season. What about the Dorado? Dorado can be caught in summer, so it looks like we're going there. Let's just go ahead and go. Let's also go ahead and check. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and go to the river and the in the mountain lake. Not what I wanted, but okay. Wanted to push this direction. And we caught Dorado already. So now that that's done, the glacier fish is new. Yeah, it's a fish that can only be found in Sarasap Forest in the winter. And it's actually one of the legendary fish, but we can't catch it yet. What about the slime jack? Slime jack is a fish found only in the mutant bug lair through the sewers. And it's found in any weather, in any season, so we'll go to the sewers. But first, there's something that I want to check. Yeah, the bear's still here. I came down here in the winter, and he actually wasn't here, so... I came down here in the rainy weather, I mean, not winter. Didn't even know he was a thing in the winter. I wonder if it's possible to 100% the game in 1 year. It's probably not, but I would be kind of interested to see how close he can get to 100% in 1 year. Come on, Slime Jack. Funny how there's carp down here. I guess if it was on sewers, that makes sense. I'll be found here. It's kind of an annoying place to fish. Thankfully, time stops when you're reeling in a fish. Another carp? Looks like it. Maybe not. Hey, we got a slime jack. Okay, so the last two fish that we can presumably get now, it looks like it is found on Ginger Island. So one of the fish is a stingray. Oh, Pirate's Cove. Yeah, so we will actually need to progress through Ginger Island. That's just kind of where the progress for the that's kind of where the progress for 100% kind of ends. In theory, from this point on, we could, if we wanted to continue making progress, we could start focusing more on artifact locations and artifact locations and minerals. So yeah, from this point on, we may be spending more time going mining and looking for artifacts. There is something I want to look up, and that is to figure out like what exact. I also want to check something. Is to figure out like what. Okay, it's not a legendary fish. That's good. As to figure out like what exactly luck does. Is that something that I've been kind of curious about? I also want to find out fuck off. Something that pop up my antivirus program, but kind of gave me a little bit of cause for concern. But if it wants me to freaking create a membership, paying like $100 a month for this, just fuck, F off, man. Like I have like the basic membership, but it keeps on like giving me say, oh, by the way, we found this on your PC. Do you want to resolve it? Sure. And then I find out Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have the programs you need installed, even though I have premium security. Do you want to buy these memberships with access to these apps? Hell no, I'm not paying $100 a month just for apps that I would rarely use. I'll deal with the tracking cookie on my PC. Thank you very much. I really don't care if people just track what I do. It's just... I'm not really too concerned about it. It's not yet. Well, I know you could be wrong. There's actually no tracking cookies on my PC. It's just for those curious. I don't like use this computer to look up porn or anything like that. I use this computer for work. So there should be no viruses on this computer. So I don't know where that supposed tracking cookie comes from. But I believe it's an issue when it actually presents itself as an issue, not when my antivirus program tells me it's an issue. For all I know, that tracking cookie is essentially doing nothing. Until I get information of some hacker in India stealing my information, then I'll worry about it then, but I'm not worrying about it now. So honestly, I think today, what I want to do today, there's actually a couple artifacts we can, in theory, get now. How's this? There's actually a couple artifacts we could, in theory, get now, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. What's high on my priority list? Well, I guess we could work on it if we can't find it, but the thing that I was thinking about is there's actually some artifacts we can find in dig spots in the desert. There's also, in theory, an artifact we can find in the forest. So, a couple things. I cannot wait until I get the Golden Clock Tower built. It's probably gonna be a very long time, maybe even like the end of the playthrough. But I'm just kind of getting tired of my fence post decaying. I'm definitely maybe building a Geneva hut soon. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to expand. I'm not quite worried about that just yet. What is really high on my priority list as of right now is making sure that I am being as efficient as possible with the days that I'm streaming. So I would like to be able to be productive in each day. I feel like I spent enough time grinding for resources to make sure I have enough money where I'm actually able to get consistently like almost like 10,000 per day. Sometimes we get 6,000, but we get like a lot of money per day. So soon we may be able to get to 10 million. Could we be more efficient? Yeah, definitely, but that's not what I'm currently concerned with. What I am concerned with is making sure that I don't have to spend like an extra year waiting until like winter or fall when I could have been done with everything like the previous year, I guess I'll say. Because at this point, the reason why I wanted to focus more on the Collectopedia is I realized that I'm spending way too much time prepping, and I should really have been focusing on making sure that I'm actually able to be productive and make sure I get a lot done. There's definitely some things that I should have definitely been focusing on alongside my prep time, I guess I'll say. But at least I'm doing it now. So what we're looking for is spots where there's worms. It's only going to be found on patches of brown. Let's also see if there's any new hats I want. Ooh, bowler hat, yes. Cow hat. That's funny. I'm not gonna buy that, but eventually I will have to buy all the cosmetics, but I'm not gonna get that just yet. I am going to get Lucky Bow, the wool cap, butterfly bow, mouse ears, cat ears. One of my goals is to get all the cosmetic items. So if there's like a shirt that a unique shirt or unique clothes that I can make, then I'll go ahead and make it. But I'm not gonna. I also want to get like all the hats as well. But I don't want to like get everything all in one go. I'll just come by and like get things naturally. So we should be maxed out. Oh no, it's not. Maybe one more. Just go to Pierre. Pierre is still at Was that like 8 hearts or is that 7 hearts? 3, that is 7 hearts. Eventually we'll get them maxed out. It's just gonna be a slow process. I have like none of his loved items. Let's go to the make a quick trip to the desert. Just gonna look for artifacts. Why is there no worms? Ah, here's one. I got a warp totem for the farm, but it's not what I wanted. I was curious. I think that with the artifact spot that can be found in the desert, one of them is here. And it's called the Golden Mask. And I think it's the last thing that can be found in the desert that we need. Unfortunately, we did not get what we needed in this trip. Yeah, nothing good. Just that back. So what we're gonna do next is actually try and find we're gonna try and find some Dwarven scrolls. So one of the ones we need can be found on floors 20 to 30, I believe, or 20 to 40. So we're gonna go to floor 20. Yeah, and I have no idea if frequency of artifacts should impact bad luck. I guess I could Google that right now. Stardew Valley, what does luck affect? Luck is a statistic that affects many different aspects of the game, such as the drop rates of geodes and the chance of getting treasure while fishing. There are several sources of luck. Alright. No idea if it's a lucky day, really don't care, just want to get this done. Forgot I didn't have a pick. New mistake. And the pick for so long, I forgot. Alright, well. We can't work on that. Let's just go back to our farm and we'll sort through our inventory before we head back to the ah, fucking damn it. We can't go to the quarry either. God damn. I completely forgot I put my pick in this thing. That's a bowler hat look on me. I honestly hate that. I like the pirate hat better. It's kind of fun because I usually kind of like bowler hats in other games, but not this one. Looks like he's wearing a black hard hat. Let's see. I guess what we can do. I'm trying to think. We have a couple hours to kill. Huh. I guess what we can do is just go fishing here. We won't catch like anything we need, but we'll just make some more money, I guess. Oh, something that I do want to do. Actually, salads are actually worth more than pizza's best. Yeah, so much food on us. We can definitely survive that trip to the thing. I'm definitely not going to focus on mining. I just want to get through it. When we get our pickaxe back, we're definitely gonna make another trip to Ginger Island. I really want to see how far we can progress. I'm actually gonna look something up. I think last time we were either able to get to floor 6 or floor 5. Stardew Valley, Ginger Island, Volcano. Oh my god, stop ads. It's actually, huh. Just tell me how many levels there are. How many levels? That's fucking useless. IGN is fucking useless. How many levels in Volcano? 10 levels. Got close. Fuck. Was that so hard, computer? Okay, we just got like 16 minutes left. Or we can go to this festival. So for those curious, I'm actually going to check the store real quick, see if there's anything I want. I think it's more or less the same, but I do want to check regardless. And then I'll just go ahead and start it. I thought there was a shop here. Is there no shop here? I thought there was. Hey, it's my boy! Ah, here it is. I don't know why I bought that banner. I just did. As a quick reminder for this upcoming season of fall, I will not be participating in the fall festival, the county fair. So I will not be. I don't really see like a point to participating. I'll probably find some way to like avoid at the festival. I may just go fishing in the forest, or I may go mining instead. I don't know, but Let's be going to the festival. I'm just gonna sell this up so much. Hey, baby girl. Now, probably gonna use some lose some man points. At least according to some people. But I've always liked the name Jasmine for a girl's name. And if I ever have kids of my own, if I ever have a daughter, I would want to name her Jasmine. It's kind of a silly name, but at least it could be a silly name. At least according to some people. It may even be like a weird name where people may wonder like why Jasmine. Because Aladdin was my favorite, was one of my favorite Disney movies as a kid, and Jasmine was my favorite Disney princess. And growing up, I've always liked the idea of having a daughter named Jasmine so that I could just call her my little princess. Saying that out here probably gonna completely ruin my man points, according to some people, but it's the truth. And we got another achievement, Full House. I'm actually kind of curious about something. Let's view all achievements. We are now 39% done with Stardew Valley. The irony of me having a son named Jason and a daughter that's meant to be like, I guess I'm my ideal or like my dream daughter, I guess we could say. The irony is not lost on me because my freaking best friend from high school is a stereotypical redneck, and he's as vulgar as he comes, and that's who I named my son after. So the irony is not lost on me. So, that the most vulgar person I've ever met ends up being like, I ended up naming after my son. I named my son after him, I should say. We need a couple of things. We need our radiant pickaxe, and we need our seeds. They're purchased from the Oasis. I didn't know they were purchased from the Oasis, so we will get see what we need. It's actually I want to go to the items ship page. Okay, so there's also something I need to focus on as well. So for the achievement of shipping 25 of each crop, or 15 of each crop, I should say. Let me actually go ahead and look this up, see if it actually has a list of what qualifies. Parsnip, green bean, cauliflower, potato, kale, garlic, rhubarb. Parsnip, cauliflower, potato, green bean, kale, green bean, kale, really? Garlic and rhubarb. Garlic, and I don't think I actually have rhubarb. So they're actually found at the Oasis as well, and they're spring crops. They're only available in the spring. So we just need rhubarb from that. For summer, melon, tomato, blueberry. Melon, tomato, blueberry. Hot pepper, wheat, and radish. I know I definitely have those. Hot pepper, wheat, and radish. So we barely just qualify for radish. Star fruit is something that I don't have unlocked. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Star fruit, hops, and corn, and red cabbage. So I don't have star fruit. Red cabbage, I need to grow a little bit more, I think. Actually, no, I'm good on red cabbage. Corn. What's the other one? Hops and that's it. Keep on doing that. Hops I have, I think. Yep, definitely have hops. What's the other one? So far the things that I really need is actually found in the Oasis. So we need rhubarb, and we need, what's the other one? Starfruit. So let me actually look up starfruit real quick. I suspect it may be like a an Oasis thing as well. But I do want to check. It is found in the It doesn't say where it's found. It doesn't say where it's found. Starfruit seeds? Yes, it is found in the Oasis. Okay. So, what else do we need for this? So for fall, we have eggplant, pumpkin, and bok choy. Eggplant, we have. Pumpkin, we have. And bok choy, we have. Next up is beet, yam, and cranberry. Beet is something I know we don't have. We need yams. We don't qualify for yams. And cranberries. We actually have in spades. Amaranth, grape, and artichoke, and that's the last one. I don't think we actually have amaranth, do we? Yeah, it's found here, so we actually need to grow amaranth and we need to sell it. So we actually need amaranth and yams and beets so far. And grapes and artichokes. Do we have grapes and artichoke? We also don't have grapes, it looks like. Unless it's found on the next page. Yes, we have grapes. And I think artichokes was the previous page. And we have artichokes, so we need 13 yams. We need 13 amaranths. Let's see. I think we are going to... Six, seven, wait, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. We also need... There's something I'm forgetting. We need to go to the Oasis first. Because we need to get the beads. I can't, like, Grand Theft Auto. Get out of there? Really? Okay. Imagine, like, Pam gets to the bus stop and our bus is gone. We also need, one thing we need is we need to sell some cactus fruit. Go ahead and do that. Let's also look around, see if we can find any artifact spots. One here. Damn it, you stupid seeds. Okay, so let's head back. We need to get our pickaxe from Clint. I'm just checking to see if there's any things we need. Any more artifact spots, I should say. I literally have never gone in there since I unlocked the Oasis. It wasn't high on my priority list. Let's go ahead and swing by Clint's. We will get our pickaxe. Okay. Planting beets first. We actually are planting 2 sets of crops for beets because we actually need some for the we actually need some for the for cooking thing for the bear. And I also would like to keep some beets for myself. And some more beets. Okay. Definitely gonna need to get some water soon. Actually, no, never mind, I don't. Next up, the amaranth. I don't know why I bought 12 of cranberries. I was thinking that it was the crop that can't be placed, that you can't access. It's basically just like strawberries, so I should be able to harvest everything, although it's not a big deal. Something I wanted to do today, and sadly I didn't get the chance to, is I actually wanted to get an item called the Golden Scythe, which is something I didn't even know even existed. I thought you could upgrade the scythe just like any other tool, but apparently it's the scythe is different. You can't like upgrade it with Clint to presumably get more, have a chance to get more. I can't think. Can't upgrade it with Clint to presumably get a chance to harvest more wheat, or hay, I should say. But what you can do is find the only example of a hidden or secret tool upgrade called the Golden Scythe, which can be found in the Quarry Mine, which is a dungeon found near the quarry. It's actually a thing that I've been into a couple times. I've never actually reached the end. Apparently it's the only dungeon, at least one of the few dungeons, I should say, that is a single floor long. And you need to go through the dungeon, go to the end of the dungeon, and interact with the statue at the end to get the Golden Scythe. I was not able to get it this stream, but I will be for sure getting it next stream. I also highly doubt that I will remember. God damn it. I also highly doubt that I will remember to keep up with the my brain is fried. I highly doubt I remember to keep up with the thing and the wine. So I will. I'm actually gonna harvest that wine, and I'll try and remember to do it at the start of next stream because I will definitely forget. I'm gonna harvest that. I'd rather just harvest it early. Actually, that may be a dumb idea now that I think about it. I really wish I made like a mental note about like when I put it in there. I gotta be honest, I completely lost track of how much time has passed. Let's just go to sleep. If I harvest it tomorrow morning, I'll harvest it tomorrow morning. But, like when I start the next stream, I should say. Not a big deal. So, that ends today's live stream. We made a lot of progress. We have caught 2 legendary fish. We have gone... How many entries in the Collectopedia? So we got 1. Know that. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entries. And we got 8 entries because we got this big size. We're slowly but surely making progress to 100%. I consider this to be great progress, and as an additional little note, we have gone. Oh, huh? Did I get 2 achievements today? Never mind. I thought I got 2 achievements. So we also got an achievement today. So we made some really great progress, 100% completion. That's gonna do it for today. If you are remotely interested in what's today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I will be streaming Stardew Valley yet again next Sunday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry for 100% completion on Fridays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time, and that will be my last time streaming that game before 100% Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I may also give multiplayer chance, but it's possible I may not even be able to play multiplayer because no one, from what I read, actually plays multiplayer. On Saturdays, I will be playing Kingdom Hearts 1 for Proud. Keep in mind this is on the Proud difficulty. Keep in mind this is not labeled as 100% because I previously got 100% in the previous playthrough. My main goal for this playthrough is to get the Proud achievement, one of 2 achievements I have left for Kingdom Hearts 1. In any case, if you're interested in my content, feel free to check me out at those times. I'm gonna end it off right here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.